Our lean manufacturing group asked me to look at how we can improve equipment and process performance over time. Does Too Cool have a feature to help us understand the value of these improvements?
That's a great question, and one that isn't very easy to answer if you're trying to build your own cost of ownership spreadsheet. Most people think of cost of ownership as a snapshot in time, like at the point where you're looking to buy new equipment. But IBM recognized that manufacturing costs shouldn't be treated differently than any other parameters subject to continuous improvement. So they asked us to add a feature to TooCool that would allow them to work with their suppliers to drive down costs over time. In fact, they added a statement to their request for quotation that said, "Show me how you will drive down cost of ownership 10 to 15% per year over the next 7 years." As a result, we added a feature called the 7-year learning curve to TooCool. Let's go ahead and open your model. The 7-year learning curve report is unique in that it has its own input screen. To enter the learning curve data entry mode, choose the Input 7-year learning curve menu command. Once the 7-year learning curve option has been selected, the input screen will be populated with either the default data from the main model or updated data if the inputs have previously been changed and/or saved. If the data has been changed and you want to revert back to the main model inputs, just click the Reset Values to COO Inputs button. There are 18 input variables that can be adjusted on a year-by-year basis. Additionally, any supplies and consumables that have been defined in the main model will also be available. Neither the name of the supplies and consumables nor the method of data entry, time, unit of production, lot, can be changed on this form. Any data that has been changed is shown in bold. The minus sign in the column after units is used to copy across any data that has been changed. If you don't want the data to copy across, click on the minus sign to turn it off. We'll start with your detailed model and make some changes. Previously, we noted when talking about overall equipment efficiency that throughput was significantly lower than the theoretical throughput. Your lean manufacturing group indicated a target increase of 10 units per hour for years 2 through 7. Let's make those changes. I see they also think they can drive down the redo rate from 2% to 1% starting in year 3. They also stated they can cut parametric limited yield loss in half starting in year 4, but that will require a more expensive form. Choose the Undo button to abort all entries. Clicking the Update button will allow the report to be generated. Please note that this data does not change the data in the main model, but is saved with the model. The options to display the 7-year learning curve report are only active if at least one variable has been changed from the main model inputs. To display the results of the 7-year learning curve analysis, click on the 7-year learning curve report button on the bottom of the input form. This report will not only show the standard 7-year table, but also the inputs used to drive the year-by-year changes. We can see that the cumulative cost per unit at the end of year 7 would be 46 cents. If we look at the standard 7-year table, we see a cost of 49 cents. So these improvements would save almost 3 cents per unit, or about 6%. The question would then be, what was the cost to make these improvements, and will they meet the return on investment requirements of the company over the 10-year life of this process? The 7-year learning curve report is a powerful tool to help you turn one-off analyses into long-term continuous improvement methodologies. This is one more reason to incorporate TooCool into your lean manufacturing culture.